have some notes today, and it's about loving the unlovable. And a funny story is that before I got on this video, my husband told me I wasn't being very loving, that I was kind of being a grouch, and I just wasn't being very nice. You're supposed to love those in your home, those in your family, those your immediate family, your extended family. But this is how to love the unlovable, that you can equate this to extended family too. People that you don't see on a daily basis. Think of the unlovable people that you're trying to show love to as the sandpaper, and you're the piece of wood, okay? I use that as an analogy just because I work with wood on a daily basis with the ruffled daisy. So what does sandpaper do? Sandpaper smooths and shines and gets away all the rough edges. So all those people in your life that are unlovable are your on-purpose people, okay? I call them on-purpose people because they're in your life for a reason, to help you shine, to help you sand away those rough edges. They are the sandpaper to make you a better person. So how do you love the unlovable? First of all, you have to go slow, okay? There are, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have notes. There are 5 things that you should do when you're loving the unlovable. First of all, go slow. You're not going to become friends with these people overnight. You may have a neighbor who is just rough around the edges. He's the sandpaper, and just kind of difficult to deal with. Maybe they complain at your kids every time they're in the street. Maybe they're just never happy, okay? You could have a teacher maybe that is that way. Anyway, you're gonna run across these people in your life that are unlovable, and you have to go slow. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. You're not gonna become friends overnight, and it's also not for the faint of heart. If you are wanting to love the unlovable, it's gonna take work. You could walk away, but like I said, these people are your on-purpose people, and they are there for a reason, for you, okay? And for them. They're gonna be learning stuff along the way once you can break that shell and let them know what love is, and that that's just what we're called to do, is to love one another. So first, go slow. Secondly, you want to be curious. You don't ever know. You may have an unlovable person in your life because of huge challenges that they've gone through. And so you don't ever know someone's story. And so be curious. Don't blatantly ask them why they're being the Grinch, but in order to show love, find out more about them. Find out who they are. Through your interactions with these people, you're going to learn more about them. You may learn that somebody's buried, they've had to bury a child in their life, which no one, and I am one of the first people to say that because I've had to do it. No one should ever have to do that. And you know what? That is gonna make some people unlovable. Because you know what? There was a time that I was so mad. I was so mad at God for taking my daughter from me. So mad. And I was hard to love. I'm sure I was hard to love. So you never know. They could be afflicted with an illness. They could have just found out that, or struggling through cancer or Alzheimer's or so many things. So just be curious so that you know how to deal with these people, because you don't know their story. We all have stories. We all have things that make us unlovable. All of us. So be curious. Go slow and be curious. Number 3 is to serve. Okay, even when you don't want to serve those unlovable people, that is what you're supposed to do. I know, it's hard for me. Sometimes you can't always use your words to serve, so you need to use your hands. Meaning, say your neighbor is being afflicted with Alzheimer's, and he's just an angry man or woman because of that. Take them some brownies, take them a meal one time, and that is just going to be how you can serve. So continue to do that. Even when they keep pushing you away, continue to serve those people. It's going to be different for everybody. Continue to say hi when you go out and check the mail. Continue to serve them and tell them you've been thinking about them. Okay? Just continue. And keep showing up. That's number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 is keep showing up. Now, there are a lot of times where you have a really, really hard time showing up for these unlovable people, and you really don't know what you can do for them because they push you away, they push everybody away. You're going to have a really hard time understanding how you can keep showing up for these people. So in order to do that, you can also pray. Prayer is the best thing that you can do to keep showing up for someone else. And prayer, the good Lord is going to get you through the times of understanding how to deal with those people. And you know what? Hopefully through the prayer, He will also work through that person so that that person starts to accept the love of just the people that are trying to give that to them during their time of need or their time of struggle or anything like that. So keep showing up, and that doesn't mean physically. It means even in prayer. And you know what? Sometimes that may be the first step. You may start in prayer. Think about that. Expect nothing in return. Okay? When you are trying to love the unlovable people, don't expect anything in return, because you're going to, when it's in your time and not God's time, when it's in your time, you're going to be disappointed. So don't expect anything in return other than love. And keep showing up, keep serving, go slow, keep being curious. And you know what? I can almost guarantee you that it's going to work out. It's going to work out in your favor. It's going to work out in that other person's favor, because they're going to realize that, you know what? I just feel good when this person's around me because she shows me love. She or he doesn't judge me for what I am or the things that I've gone through in my life. You know what? It'll soften their heart some. It will soften their heart. Like I said at the beginning, think of those people as your sandpaper, and they are your on-purpose people. The rough spots that you have, these unlovable people are the sandpaper, and so they are going to help you, and you are also going to be the sandpaper for them, okay? So we all have the ability to be the sandpaper, and we all have the ability to receive the amazing shininess and smoothness that sandpaper gives someone. Think about that. Think about that when you are dealing with someone in your life who is unlovable. Who is unlovable in your life? Is it because maybe they've gone through things, or because you hold grudges against them, or shame or resentment? Think about that. Think about how you can be the sandpaper and how you can allow other people to sand those rough parts of you. Go love the unlovable, and you're going to do it in these ways. You are going to go slow. You're going to be curious about them. Go slow and take your time. It's not an overnight thing. Be curious. They are unlovable for a reason. They have some heartache that they have. Serve them in physical ways that you can. Keep showing up. So pray for them. Keep showing up. Even when you can't show up on their doorstep physically, keep showing up in prayer. And then expect nothing in return. Hope everybody enjoyed this, and go out and be amazing